with what I did to piss everybody off on the internet recently. And I'm going to see if I can drag you into it because I haven't heard your take on this yet. Okay. I think you know where I'm going potentially. Well, I don't know. I be pissing people off all the time. So I've been saying this since the jump, like since the very beginning, since the very first incidents at the NCAA championship game with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. I said this. So I have been standing on this since the inception of this moment. Okay. But my point of view on the situation is that without having the contrast of Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark's popularity would not be what it is today. Ooh. Now, what people are confusing or really just planting into my statement is that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are the same type of player, that they play at the same level right now, that I'm saying that Angel Reese, I don't know, like somehow it's an attack on Caitlin Clark. But what people are not understanding what I'm saying is the same thing happened in the NBA with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, which I also said. And I also asked Magic Johnson about it, and he agreed with me. Not that any of you know more about basketball than Magic Johnson, but the point is it was a moment. Okay. Mm-hmm. It was a moment that created a villain, whether asked for or not, in Angel Reese. Mm-hmm. And it upset people that they'll then started paying attention to Caitlin Clark and having a point of view on Caitlin Clark. In no way am I saying that Caitlin Clark would not ever still be a great player, that she would not bring some attention to the WNBA, but I have lived all 38 years of my life on this planet not listening to random mediocre men talk about the WNBA or giving a fuck about the WNBA or women's basketball. I've also worked for 9 years on network television, knowing exactly what the topics are that we discuss every fucking day. Yeah. And y'all were not talking about women's basketball before this happened. And this can actually be quantified. If someone wants to take the time to go and look up what all the coverage was, it wasn't before that happened. So do you agree with me? Am I right?
I definitely feel like their storylines have helped both of them.
Yes, I agree.
Think their storylines have also helped the WNBA.
I agree.
I think what the NBA is missing these days is it's such a young league. These kids are young. It's one and done, a lot of overseas influx. So you don't know these people's journeys. I think what people love or love and appreciate and respect or hate at the same time is we got a chance to see these women the last, 4 years now, if we're going back to college, 5 years, build up this rivalry. Angel getting a championship and putting the finger in her face, and then Caitlin getting, going the following year. And then both these women, to me, I feel were respectfully as brands bigger than the W when they got there.
Yep. I would agree with that also.
So I definitely see where you're coming from when you say that I think their storyline played into the, I don't even want to say hype because they both deserve what's going on as far as, praise for their game. They definitely just added to each other's
to the fame.
Growth, fame, growth, all that.
It's really about, I don't even know why this is controversial. Like, this is a fact. Mm-hmm. Caitlin Clark is an unbelievable player. Incredible. There have been a lot of incredible players, more accomplished college players when you're talking about team success than her that have entered the WNBA. And people were not barking and spitting and flipping out on the internet about them. Yeah. When there is a rivalry that is naturally created, as there was in the NCAA championship game, that allows for people who aren't following the sport to have a point of view and an opinion on not just the sport, but also the players, and someone to root against, that amplifies the brand. I don't even know. It's like when people are mad at me, I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck you're mad about. That's literally what happened. Yeah. I'm not even saying something. I'm saying what happened.
And that's not a knock at either player because, they're completely, as you pointed out, they're completely different players. I think Caitlin has benefited from the Steph Curry effect. I think that's why there's a huge hype around what she's able to do because we haven't seen someone shoot the ball with the consistency and from the range that she's been shooting with, and that always excites people the same way it excited people when Steph came into the NBA. And then Angel in her own right, what is she, player of the week right now? 5 straight games of over 15 rebounds, and she's an all-star. and she's doing it in her own way. So I don't think it's a knock on either player. I think it's great for both of them. What I will say is that the common person that has somewhat become a fan or a hater or just someone who wants to troll, there has been some racial tension with the fan base that has got behind Caitlyn. And that's not saying that she has anything to do with it, because she's dispelled it and gave a ton of people props along the way. But there's just casual people who have an opinion now that I feel like kind of brings some negative energy. But I feel like when you grow, you don't have to get to pick and choose what kind of attention you get. You know, all the attention comes. To me, it's outside of the racial shit. All the attention is good, because at the end of the day, it's growing the game. These women are starting to get recognized more. And to your point, you know, we were never showing any kind of WNBA love on any of the sports shows before these two women came into the game. So I think they've both been great for the game. I think they're both growing the game and really starting to tune people in who's been watching or starting to watch to see how much other talent is in the league. There's a ton of other talent in the league. I mean, I love what Paige is doing. Paige is kind of coming in and taking the league by storm and doing her thing too. But, you know, there's a ton of talented women in this game. And I love that, again, the conversation is around these women because they deserve it. You know, I hope they continue to grow and get everything they're looking for. I know they're at the bargaining table right now, but I like where the game is at. I've always been a W fan, but I did start paying attention more when these two women came to the league.